Today, we're diving deep into Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This book has transformed millions of lives, empowering people to take control and achieve extraordinary things. We're not talking about shortcuts or magic tricks here. Over the next few minutes, I'll break down Covey's core message, giving you actionable insights to elevate your life starting today. So grab a notebook, get ready to ignite your inner fire, and let's dive in. Before we dive into the habits, let's take a moment to understand the core principles that underpin Stephen Covey's philosophy. These principles are the bedrock of effectiveness, guiding us towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. Covey's approach is rooted in character ethics, focusing on fundamental traits like integrity, humility, courage, and justice. It's about building a strong internal foundation, which then reflects in our external actions and interactions. Think of it as a tree. The habits we see, the branches and leaves, are nourished by the roots, our principles and values. These principles are universal and timeless, transcending cultural and situational differences. They act as a compass, helping us navigate through life's complexities with clarity and confidence. Understanding these core principles will set the stage for the habits to come. It's not just about doing more, it's about becoming more. By aligning our actions with our core values, we unlock our true potential and pave the way for sustainable success. So, let's keep these principles in mind as we explore the habits. They are the foundation upon which we build our journey to effectiveness. Now let's move on to habit 1. Be proactive. It's time to take control. Before we delve deeper into the habits, it's crucial to understand the concept of paradigms. Paradigms are the lenses through which we view the world, our mental maps. They shape our perceptions, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately, our results. Stephen Covey emphasizes that to achieve true effectiveness, we must be willing to shift our paradigms when necessary. Imagine wearing tinted glasses. Everything you see is colored by that tint. If you change the glasses, the entire world looks different. Similarly, by shifting our paradigms, we can transform our experiences and outcomes. This shift is not about changing the world around us, but altering our perception and interpretation of it. Covey illustrates this with a powerful story. Picture yourself on a quiet Sunday morning, riding the subway. A man with his children enters the train, and the kids are loud and disruptive. You grow increasingly frustrated. Finally, you ask the man to control his children. He looks up as if waking from a dream and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. We just came from the hospital where their mother died. I don't know how to handle it, and I guess they don't either." Suddenly, your paradigm shifts. You see the situation with compassion instead of annoyance. By understanding and adjusting our paradigms, we open ourselves to new possibilities and perspectives. This paradigm shift is a critical step in our journey to effectiveness. It allows us to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles and to approach challenges with a fresh, empowered mindset. So, as we proceed to explore the next habit, remember the importance of paradigms. They are the keys to unlocking new levels of understanding and effectiveness in our lives. Now, let's move on to habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Clarity creates power. Before we dive into the habit 2, let's take a moment to understand the significance of transitions in our journey to effectiveness. Transitions are the bridges that connect where we are to where we want to be. They can be challenging, but they are also opportunities for growth and renewal. Think of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. The process is not instantaneous. It involves a period of change and adaptation. Similarly, in our lives, transitions may come in the form of new responsibilities, unexpected challenges, or even the pursuit of new goals. These moments can be daunting, but they also hold the promise of transformation. Stephen Covey teaches us that embracing transitions with grace is crucial. Instead of resisting change, we should welcome it as a natural part of our journey. By doing so, we allow ourselves to grow, evolve, and ultimately become more effective individuals. Now, as we prepare to explore the next habit, remember that each transition is a step towards mastering our time and our lives. Embrace the change and let it guide you to new heights of effectiveness. And now, let's move on to habit 3. Put first things first, mastering your time, mastering your life. Before we delve into the proactive habits that will transform your life, let's pause to consider an often overlooked but vital aspect of effectiveness: self-renewal. Just as a car needs regular maintenance to run smoothly, we too need to refresh and rejuvenate our mind, body, and spirit. This concept is what Stephen Covey refers to as sharpening the saw. Imagine you are trying to cut down a tree with a blunt saw. No matter how hard you work, you'll find it exhausting and slow. But if you take the time to sharpen your saw, the task becomes easier and more efficient. In our lives, sharpening the saw means taking care of ourselves so that we can perform at our best. Consider the 4 dimensions of renewal. 1. Physical. Engage in regular exercise, eat healthily, and get adequate sleep. 2. Mental. Challenge your mind with reading, learning new skills, and taking on intellectual challenges. 3. Emotional. Cultivate meaningful relationships, practice gratitude, and manage stress effectively. And 4. Spiritual. Connect with your inner values, meditate, or engage in activities that bring you peace and purpose. By nurturing these areas, you not only enhance your overall well-being, but also build the resilience needed to tackle life's challenges. Remember, self-renewal is not a one-time activity, but a continuous process. Make it a habit to invest in yourself regularly, and you'll find the strength and clarity to achieve your goals. Now, let's talk about taking control of your most valuable asset, your time. Habit 3, put first things first, is about prioritizing like a pro and making sure your actions align with your goals. No more feeling overwhelmed or letting distractions derail your dreams. Covey gives us a powerful tool, the time management matrix. Picture this, 4 quadrants representing different types of activities. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, crises, deadlines, things you absolutely have to deal with right now. Quadrant 2, not urgent but important, long-term planning, relationship building, personal development, the things that truly move the needle in life but often get pushed aside. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, interruptions, some meetings, those things that feel urgent but don't contribute to your overall goals. And finally, Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important, time wasters, distractions, things that drain your energy and get you nowhere. Here's the key. Highly effective people, the ones who are truly in control of their lives, they live in Quadrant 2. They focus on the important but not urgent, on building a solid foundation for long-term success. They're proactive, remember? They anticipate challenges, invest in relationships, and prioritize their well-being. Don't get me wrong, we all have to deal with Quadrant 1 stuff sometimes, but the goal is to minimize it, to create a life where you're not constantly putting out fires. So, take a good hard look at how you're spending your time. Are you prioritizing the things that truly matter? Now, we're moving into the realm of public victory, where your effectiveness explodes through powerful, synergistic relationships. And it all starts with habit 4, think win-win. This isn't about being nice or letting people walk all over you. It's about shifting your mindset from competition to collaboration, from me versus you to we're in this together. Think about it. In any interaction, whether it's a business deal, a family discussion, or even just a conversation with a friend, there's always the potential for a win-win outcome. It's about finding solutions that benefit everyone involved, where everyone walks away feeling valued and respected. Now, you might be thinking, Shay, that's not always realistic. Sometimes there's just not enough to go around. But I'm here to tell you, that's scarcity thinking, and it'll keep you trapped in a cycle of competition and conflict. When you approach life with an abundance mindset, with the belief that there's always enough to go around, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You start seeing opportunities for collaboration, where others see only obstacles. Think about negotiations. Most people go in with a win-lose mentality, trying to get as much as they can while giving up as little as possible. But what if, instead of trying to divide the pie, you focused on expanding the pie? Let's talk about communication, the lifeblood of any relationship. But here's the thing. Most people don't actually listen to understand. They listen to respond. They're so busy formulating their own arguments, their own points of view, that they miss the opportunity to truly connect with the other person. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, is about flipping that script. It's about becoming a master of empathic listening, of truly putting yourself in the other person's shoes and seeing the world through their eyes. This isn't just about hearing the words, it's about understanding the emotions, the context, the unspoken needs behind the words. It's about asking clarifying questions, reflecting back what you've heard, and making the other person feel seen, heard, and understood. Think about it. When you feel truly understood, don't you become more open to understanding others? don't you become more receptive to their ideas and perspectives? So the next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to jump in with your own thoughts and opinions. We're approaching the summit of our journey, and habit 6, Synergize, is where the real magic happens. This is about harnessing the power of teamwork, of bringing together diverse perspectives and talents to create something truly extraordinary. Synergy is about recognizing that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It's about valuing differences, embracing diverse viewpoints, and creating an environment where everyone feels safe to contribute their unique talents and ideas. Think about it. When you bring together a group of people with different backgrounds, experiences, and ways of thinking, you create a breeding ground for innovation. You get new perspectives, fresh ideas, and solutions that you never could have imagined on your own. But synergy doesn't just happen by chance. It requires a conscious effort to create an environment of trust, respect, and open communication. When you embrace synergy, you unlock a level of creativity, innovation, and problem-solving that's simply not possible when you're working alone. We've reached the final habit, but this isn't the end. It's just the beginning of a lifelong journey of growth, renewal, and continuous improvement. Habit 7, Sharpen the saw, is about taking care of your most valuable asset, yourself. Think about it. If you were chopping down a tree, would you keep sawing away with a dull blade? Of course not. You'd take a break, sharpen the saw, and make the task easier and more efficient. Well, the same principle applies to your life. Covey identifies 4 key dimensions of renewal: physical, social, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Physical renewal is about taking care of your body through exercise, nutrition, and rest. Social emotional renewal is about nurturing your relationships, giving back to others, and cultivating empathy. Mental renewal is about expanding your knowledge, learning new skills, and challenging your mind. And spiritual renewal is about connecting with your values, finding your purpose, and living a life of meaning. So, my friends, the 7 habits of highly effective people. And now let's talk more about the concepts here to help you understand them a bit better. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're powerful principles that can transform your life if you're willing to put in the work. Remember, this isn't about overnight success. It's about building a foundation for lasting fulfillment, both personally and professionally. This book is more than just a self-help guide. It's a blueprint for living a life of purpose, integrity, and impact. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of everyone around you. Do not forget that the 7 habits of highly effective people has had a significant impact on individuals, organizations, and leadership development. It has sold millions of copies worldwide and continues to be a popular and influential book in the self-help and business genres. It has influenced countless other books, training programs, and approaches to personal and professional development. I urge you, don't just watch this video and forget about it. Get yourself a copy of the book, dive deep into these principles, and start applying them to your life today. In my humble opinion, Covey's 7 Habits presents a compelling framework for personal and interpersonal effectiveness, emphasizing character and principles over quick-fix solutions. The book's strength lies in its holistic approach, addressing both individual habits and the development of strong relationships. By focusing on concepts like proactivity, beginning with the end in mind, and seeking win-win solutions, Covey provides a roadmap for sustainable success. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a worthwhile read for anyone committed to personal growth and effectiveness. Now I want to hear from you. Which of the 7 habits resonates most deeply with you? What are you committed to implementing in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you have found value in this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. That will motivate us with capital M. Remember, the power to create an extraordinary life lies within you. Go out there and make it happen. Look after yourself and see you soon with another great book.